Okay, so we're here once again in Sword Factory, and today I'm going to be going over some of the leaks that were put in the Discord server for the brand new update coming to the game. Now, obviously, if you are in the Discord server, you would have seen these already, and you might have also seen the video that was put in the announcements. However, I thought I'd kind of go over them as well, and kind of just give my opinion and my spin on them. So let's just go straight into it. So the first one that we have here right now is a brand new island. So I was actually expecting it to be Island of Void, because obviously we've got in the Neons and Shiny worlds as well for the Shiny and Neon variants of the bosses. So I was actually kind of expecting it to be a Void world, so then we just have basically Island of Void and just a load of Void bosses. However, instead we've got an Island of Magma, which could mean that we get an extra strong version of the bosses, maybe that is even past Void, or maybe it's just something completely different. I'm not too sure. We'll have to just wait and see. But it definitely looks really cool. And obviously on top of that as well, you can actually see the different changes in basically what it is. So obviously the top one is still PvE, which is player versus everyone, which means that you basically can't attack each other. However, as you can see, Island of Bosses and Island of Shinies is now PvP, which means you can attack each other. Island of Neons is also PvE, which means that you can't attack each other. And then the new island is going to be PvP, which means that we can actually attack each other. So obviously I would be careful, and I'd probably check this out in your VIP server before you actually go into a public server, because obviously people going in the Island of Magma will also be very strong. So just be careful going in there, because you can also get killed by other players. And yeah, so really exciting to see what that's going to be like. And let's just move on to the next leak. So this one right here is actually quite exciting. This is boss coins. So this is basically a new currency that's going to be in the game, and as you'll see from the other leaks, we'll show off how you can actually get these coins and what you can do with them. But in terms of actually getting a new currency in the game, it's actually pretty good, because obviously a lot of other games do have multiple currencies, and this one only had basically dollars. So it's actually a good thing now that we do have a new currency in the game. And this next screenshot here, as you can see, is basically how you can use them. So it took me a second at first to see what was actually going on. But as you can see by the boosts, you can actually use the boss coins to get new boosts. So obviously beforehand, before this, and obviously right now, you can only buy these with Robux, which did actually upset a lot of people and did cause kind of like a bit of an uproar, calling the game pay to win. However, obviously the developers and the owners have listened, and they've now introduced this new boss coins to basically be used for the new boost, which is going to be very good. And obviously then on top of that, it's going to mean that everyone's going to get a fair chance at getting these boosts as well. And quickly now, moving on to the last leak, this is basically going to be how you can get boss coins and how much you're going to get for each one. So as you can see, we've got a list here going from Insane down to Cosmic. These are the ones that give different amounts of boss coins. So obviously these are from the minus variants all the way to the plus and the plus plus variants. So the first one is Insane, and this one gives 7 to 13 coins, which is actually a very nice amount. And obviously for Insane bosses, they do spawn quite a fair amount. So 7 to 13 coins isn't too bad. And if we do go back on the other screenshot real quick, you can actually see for 15 minutes of 3 times cash, it is only 200 boss coins, which isn't really too bad, I would say. So definitely worth it, I would say, to get 7 or 13 from an Insane. Obviously then we have Hyper at 15 to 24, Godly is 32 to 54, Unique is 60 to 76, Exotic is 80 to 94, Supreme is 105 to 147, Celestial is 150 to 176, Eternal is 180 to 220, and then the Cosmic is the biggest difference at 230 to 370 boss coins, which obviously makes sense because Cosmic is very, very far away, and that does have actually the most variance from the minus to the plus 3, I believe it is. So yeah, very, very cool indeed. And obviously it's going to take quite a while to get up to getting at least one of the boosts, but still it's definitely worth it, because Hyper and Insane and even Godly do spawn quite a bit, and just from one overnight I would say that you definitely have more than enough to get a lot of the boosts. So it's a very nice amount, I would say. Obviously this is probably subject to change, so it could change, it might not, but still this is a very, very nice amount. And obviously these are all from all of the worlds. You don't have to go into the Magma world to get these. These are from all of the worlds, so if you want to play safe, obviously still stay in the Island of Noobs, because these are where the most of these bosses spawn anyway. So yeah, very, very cool indeed. I'm very excited for this next update, and obviously they are listening and trying to make the game as free to play as possible. Obviously there is still game passes and the Robux purchases for Boost as well on top of that, but still it is very nice, and it's good to see that developers are listening. But yeah, really cool update overall. Very excited for it, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.